fractions to decimals. In our previous video, we talked about some foundational vocabulary about decimals, and we talked about looking at decimals and understanding how to read them by using the place value chart. In our previous series, we talked about fractions, and I'm going to pin both our previous video and our previous playlist about fractions right here. Go in, watch those fraction videos, and come on back to this one. So in this example, we're going to change 1/4, and we're going to change that into a decimal. And we're using long division. So when we think about 1/4, this is the same thing as saying 1 divided by 4. And if that's the case, then I can also use long division to divide 4 into 1. Well, we know that 4 doesn't go into 1, so I'm going to put a 0 up here, but what happens now? What I'm going to do is add in a decimal right here after that 1, and when I do that, that is also going to add a decimal up here beside my 0. And when I do that, now I'm going to add in a 0. We're going to look at this number that we're dividing like a 10 instead of a 1.0. Okay, we're going to look at it like 10. So 4 goes into 10 how many times? 2. 4 times 2 gives me 8. And we're going to just do long division as if it was normal. So 10 minus 8 gives me 2. And I have a remainder of 2, so I'm going to add another 0 and bring it down. 4 goes into 20 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. That gives me a remainder of 0. So what is 1/4 written as a decimal? Well, it's written as 0.25. Even if you think about 1/4, and we know that 4 quarters equals $1, right? Well, if these are all 4 quarters, then we know that one of these quarters is 25 cents. So when we think about fractions, especially if our denominator is a 4, we can always look at it like money. Let's look at example 2. We have 4 over 20. So we're going to do the same steps. So we're going to take 20 and divide it into 4. Well, 20 doesn't go into 4, but 20 can go into 40 2 times. Remember, you got to add that decimal in there. 20 times 2 is going to give us a 40. So now we don't have a remainder. And because of that, that means that 4 over 20 is 0.2. Let's look at our next example. This time we have 3 3/5. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to convert this mixed number to an improper fraction. I do that by multiplying 5 times 3 and adding 3. Well, 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. So this is 18 over 5, or 18/5. I'm going to take my 5 and divide it into 18. 5 goes into 18 3 times. 5 times 3 is 15. And then 18 minus 15 is 3. Again, I don't need a remainder here, so I'm going to add my decimal. That means it adds right there as well, and add a 0 and bring it down. Well, 5 goes into 30 6 times. 5 times 6 is 30. Because I don't have a remainder, I can stop right there. So that means that 3 3/5, the decimal is 3.6. Now I want you to try one. I want you to pause this video, go in, work through this problem, and come back to the video and play it and check your answer with mine. So go ahead and pause the video. Alrighty, welcome back. Now I have 11/5. So I'm going to take the 5, divide it into 11. 5 goes into 11 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10. And I'm going to subtract and have a remainder of 1. Again, the goal is not to have a remainder, so I'm going to add a decimal here. If there's a decimal here, that means there has to be one up there. And I'm going to add in a 0 and bring it down. So 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10, and because I don't have a remainder, I am complete. So 11/5 changes or converts to 2.2. How did you do on this one? Go ahead and put that in the comments. And if you have any suggestions on any videos we need moving forward, please put that in the comments as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time.